I might need to find a more effective way of getting up and down that quickly. Oh, it could just be a pool of water on the floor. That'd do. Just splish down into a well or something. That'd be quite fun to make, actually. Make a nice little covered well with a hole in the roof. Yeah, 1 by 1 hole, so it's really difficult to go through it. That'd be good. Almost certainly get killed anyway. That'd be fantastic. Yeah, so what I'm doing now. Do I get spruce? It looks quite similar, doesn't it? The spruce and the dark oak. Just kind of the point of what I'm using it for, actually. So I can't complain that much. So that's why I brought it with me. Let's get some filth to get up. Filthy! Ah! Bad block. No biscuit. God damn it. Right. I'll probably want to do something else because the roof will probably start there, which will then go into the wall up there. So I want to do the rest of the shape of the building before I do a bit more on that. It'll be a very small windmill that comes through into a little grindstone. That's it, really. It doesn't have to be complicated. Into that. So the stairs are going to want to be here to fit naturally. Unless I can make stuff that goes down there. No, not really. So what I could do is move that lot. So I could have it. So the stairs just go like that. There we go. It's going to be a bit cramped in here when it's done, but I don't care. So there's always that to bear in mind. See if I'm making a bit more stair-like since there's the split. Not what I was aiming for, but it actually looks quite nice. I wonder if I could do that and it would still look cool for all of that. That's a bit different. I think I'll go with that actually. Yeah. This bit I'm not going as a window. I'm actually having this as a little door with a little hook crane over it. Which you see kind of all over the place really, where the people need to lift things into taller parts of buildings. Because imagine grinding it up there and then they possibly store it up here or something, sacks of grain, and then they chuck them out there. Alternatively, when wheat gets delivered and corn and stuff, it gets, well, wheat mainly, it gets winched up here, dumped in here. Then they just throw it, bring the sacks down to grind it, and then just pull out the smaller sacks out the door. So I can fill this up with hay bales. Which would be kind of cool. So yeah. Show enough of this stuff because I'm not actually using it for much. Yeah. And these bits here obviously just little windows. No, that's what I want. No. Oh god damn it. I'm never seeing that one again, am I? Oh. Do I do that there as well? Is that wood going all the way? Oh, it landed there. It landed there. Get it back. So it's going to mean double wood, which is not that wood because that's the wrong one. So in there. Oh, stop going over there. Stop going towards the plummet of dome. Bloody teasing me, this stuff. Hop. Oh. Hop. Yeah. Let's see how this goes. I know it needs to be too high, the window is sharp. So that might restrict the roof. I'm going to have the roof slanting down towards the front. And then possibly have some raised windows that poke through it. So it contrasts with that one, so it's not all the roofs going in the same direction, you know? It's more filth. Still not sure if I'm going to frame this bit here. Depends on the size of it, really. You know, this door bit, I may or may not frame it in wood depending on the size, because there's only one bit of clay thick there, so I don't really want to go too crazy on that front. I'm not sure what I'm going to do here actually. I probably will just plop that in there. Does that get in the way? No, it doesn't. Ooh. That's downright perfect. Glorious. Right. This one's not going to have a window in it because the roof of the windmill's going to come up into it, so it's a bit pointless. Yeah. Yeah. And psst, for the sake of it. Right. Yeah, so I want this to be at least 3 high, which means those windows are only 2 high, which works out nicely. Let's get back on my dirt. Yeah, this should be alright if nothing else. Still not 100% of how I'm going to do the roof, because I don't want it to be just slightly triangular. I don't want it to be exactly like that. Though that similar style where it's raised up unevenly does seem to quite work actually. Looks a bit whimsical, which is quite nice. There's not enough whimsy in Minecraft builds, I think. Because then you've got the ability to make pretty much anything in existence. You see a lot of the same stuff, said the guy making the generic medieval buildings. But anyway, I like medieval stuff, and I wanted to do something like this ever since the bloody stained clay came out. So I wanted something that actually looked more authentic, which I think helps whimsical stuff with the kind of the feeling of authenticity to go with it, so it doesn't just feel all ridiculous. You've got kind of a grounding in reality, so it feels more like it's something that could happen but doesn't, rather than something that can't happen, if that makes any sense. Which it should, because it makes sense to me. And again, I'm weird, so let's have this about here. Oh, that's about 3 high. Oh jeez, I almost fell off. I don't want to actually want that bit higher, because that's going to mirror that. So I don't think I'll be able to put that up there just yet, but maybe. Oh, that's nice. Yeah. So yes, got some windows there. I wonder. That looks a bit odd, but whatever. Yeah, that's so symmetrical. Of course something's going to look weird. Welcome to medieval construction. People built things to fit the space. So the buildings have a little organic feel to them quite often. So yeah. I'll start doing the roof before I do anything else. So I want it to be 3 high. 1, 2, 3. I'll put a support beam over the top so it's just stopping. But yeah, that's a nice size, I think. And since it's symmetric, it's just like that. I can put that there. Yeah. Where's my filth? Give me my filth. I need my filth. I needs it. Right. Go. I don't want it about that far. Hanging down. Maybe something on the end so it looks like it's holding something, but yeah, just it's got a bit of a crane thing going on there. Might stick, as I say, I might stick something on the end. See what it looks in proportion when I do the roof. Just looking so far. Not entirely terrible, which is good. It's always nice to have buildings that aren't entirely terrible. Slightly terrible you can get away with, but not entirely terrible. They've got some kind of merit to them, you know. But nice. As much torches. Oh yeah. Hip. So, I'm gonna want another layer of space, I think, before the roof actually. So that doesn't connect directly into the roof. So if we take this up another one. which incidentally also layers these quite nicely. But these are going to have side bits anyway. So, if I'm doing the roof, I'll probably have enough space for another floor, albeit only a small one. Crikey, I've actually used a stack of the stuff finally. So, how am I doing this? Using these, I'm going to need more of these, but start from the start, you know. So yeah, so let's plop that there. A little bit further out. That's there. Oop. Ah, crumbs. Right. Oh. Hopefully I won't misplace any of them until I finish the entire roof. Because that's a realistic belief. Yeah. Right, I'm going to go get a new axe. See you in a minute. Right. New axe acquired. Bye. See, it's made from stone of wood, so it's a completely natural axe. It's not an unnatural axe. Yeah. Ah, puns. I'm thinking of making this roof quite steep because I'm thinking of having some slightly raised windowy things going out of it. Technical term, that. That's quite high, but I do want a gap. So it's going to be quite a high. No, I'm going to have to make it pretty much just a bog standard roof with these, I think. Otherwise, it's going to look a bit too tall because it's quite a high building as it is. Because I don't really want it much higher than that, really. I'm also going to have a bit of leeway. Don't want to go silly. So I'll just try it as a bog standard roof for now. See how it goes. I can bring up the sides. There's going to be extra windows in there. It's all going to be lovely. Honest, Gov. It's going to be lovely. No murderers, honest. You didn't burn him. Da-da-do. Da-da-dee-dee. Well, it's going to be exciting. But it shouldn't take too long on this bit. I'm going to have to put, well, once the windmill's raised, it'll be about that high. So I might put in some windows there and there. See how it looks. Maybe something that sticks out a bit like the back of that, you know. Of course, if it just all looks like arse, I'll just tear the entire thing down and start again. Because I don't want to have a building that looks like arse. I don't like things that look like arse. Except nice arses. It's good if those look like arse. As long as it's a nice arse. Terrible arse looks terrible. As the name implies. I may be rambling. I just want to warn you. I haven't had that many cups of tea today, so that might be why. Or maybe I've had too many and forgot. Yeah. Right. Basically alternating here. Just to make sure it all matches up more or less symmetrically. It's the only bit I really want to be vaguely symmetrical, really. Truth be told. Yeah, nice simple roof, this one. Because of the size of the building, really. And because I intend to modify the roof slightly afterwards. But let's see how it goes. I mean, I like the idea of having slightly different roof styles and stuff, just to differentiate the buildings. Because if each building is essentially its own mini project, but with a kind of a similar theme, you know. See how it goes. Oh, god damn it, really? I can't be arsed going back down. Whoop. Plop. All of you. Stairs! I just realised I got some spare, but not many. So it's not really a waste as wood doing it. Plop. Ta-da-dee. it's going to be odd or even. Doesn't really matter because I can just modify it anyway. Oh, should match up quite nicely. Ah, Jesus. I'm going to have to remove that in a minute. I'll never be good with this whole competency thing. Yeah. Ah, damn! Fuck. But, to be honest, this style of roof is quite difficult to do badly. It can be boring, but it's very difficult to do it completely terribly. Just not sure if I should make it lower on there. Let's get to the ground and see how that looks. Of course, I'm going to get to the ground rather suddenly using this method. Ah! That again looks weird as balls. But I think when I fill that up, do a bit of decoration on there so it's less plain, because it's just a big square flat thing at the moment. Because that side looks alright actually. Yeah, I think I can make this work. I'm going to fill that in and I'll get back with you shortly. Well, it's coming along. Looks a bit like a guy with a big mouth, his mouth open and a big nose. But yeah, it's not finished yet. I want to put another window in there, slightly stuck out. I don't want to run the back of there. Got to do the raised bit there, the windmill. Just get rid of that dirt. Having that there will break up the space. The window there. Same there. I'm thinking of doing something like that on the roof as well to break up the space. Should make it look a little bit nicer. Go in here. Obviously that's where the windmill's going to go, and I don't think I need all that filth up there. I've filled in this bit. Put a little supporting beam. There's space for another floor up there. So I'm thinking of just plopping that there and just doing ladders going up for that one. And I'm probably going to fill this place with hay bales and stuff like that. Yeah, I mean it's actually quite pleasant to be inside, strangely. It's actually got quite a nice flow to it as well, which is unexpected. And yeah, I think we'll call that an episode for today, and I'll continue playing about with this, and I'll get back to you. Ta-ra!